Hi everybody, this is video tutorial for NeutrinoParticles editor, and in this tutorial I'll show you how to play with path and specifically with morphing of one path to another one. Currently the editor supports only morphing for start position, morphing path for start position. Later it will be also for changing position. So let's start. I created morphing effect. It is default one, and let's make start position as a path. Point from path, and I'll make this path a circle. A little tuning of the path to make it like circle. Yep. And please note that the path has begin and the end. When the value of distribution is 0, position on the path will be at the beginning point, this one. When distribution is 1, it will be in the end, and when it 0.5 in the it will be in the middle, somewhere here. So we need two paths for start position, so I'll make multi-distribution from this value, multi-value, and add another one value. Make it 3 components and change to point between paths. No, point from path, sorry. So for now we have two values in this multi-value. We have two values. Value A is point from circular path, and B will be point from rectangular path. And the direction of this rectangular path is the same as circular one, and beginning point and ending point also corresponding to circular path. So we have two values and we need to combine them, but let's make it a little bit later. For now we need to manage distributions for these two paths. By default, distribution is random position on the path. So when particle is created, for first path will be chosen a random point, and for second path also will be chosen random point. But we need the same point on the path. So if this point is if this distribution is 0, it should be 0 for both paths. To accomplish that, we need to add custom property. My path position. This custom property will be initialized when particle is created, and it will not be changed during particle's life. So my path position will be random from 0 to 1, and I will use this custom property for distribution for both paths. So my path position for both of them, and it will be the same point for both paths. And now we need to combine these two paths. To make morphing, we need to use a linear interpolation between two values. One value is point on first path, second value is point on the second path, and we also need third value. It will be interpolation factor. This interpolation by default, let it be 0 by default, and I'm going to make a linear interpolation expression now. So it looks like a plus b minus a multiplied by c. I'll describe it deeper a little bit later, and for now let's make change in position none to see exactly where particle is created. I'll make 100 particles per second, lifetime of particles 1 second, and you can see that now all particles are created on circular path. How does it work? This expression, when c is 0, it is equal to a. So for now it is point on circular first circular path. If c will be 1, this expression gives b value, so it will be a position on rectangular path. And when c is 0.5, it will be something in the middle between circular and rectangular. And now we need to control somehow this c factor to make animated morphing during effects time. So I'll make it over emitter time, and we need to change it from 0 to 1, so I'll delete default graph and make it from 0 to 1 during first 6 probably seconds, and then it will go back. And repeat it to the right side, so the graph will be looped. And let's see what do we have. Gradually one path is morphed to another one, and that's it. You can make this c interpolation factor as emitter property, for example, and then to control it from programming API, so your programmers or software engineers will be able to control this morphing. So that's it. Please note this linear interpolation expression. It is pretty useful. Probably in the future the editor will have some function for this linear interpolation, something like it will not work right now, but it could be something like lerp a, b, c, and this function will could linear interpolate between a and b by c interpolation factor. So it's not really complex task. Okay, so that's it. And yeah, for now it's only for start position, because changing position doesn't have exact control of particle's position. But in the future, I think this move along path will be transformed to exact particle position, and you will be able to control in the same way to control changing of particle position and moving particles by path which can be morphed to another one path. So keep in touch and don't miss any good features in the future. Thank you. Bye bye.